Yo, what up guys, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video I want to go over the 2.4 livestream from Wuwa. And honestly, the stream or the update looks very nice overall. I think the area looks very beautiful. The rewards, I don't know, we'll have to wait on some calculations because they show that we get asteroids but not how many. So don't know that much details on that yet. But as you can see, the area looks very nice. Also this area, beautiful. This area is kind of like a gladiator type arena, so kind of like a Colosseum, and I like it. I do, but I think this is a bit too modern. I don't think it fits the theme that well. Like, this feels out of place, right? Or am I the only one that feels that way? I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one, but I feel like that's a bit out of place. Did they show anything else that's cool? Yeah, they showed some more area. I'm gonna play this really quickly for you guys. They showed some more areas. So if you're interested, you can watch it. This area, dope. Looks very grimy. New boss. Looks very nice. This area, by the way, this reminds me of... if you've played Elden Ring, you know, especially the DLC, that there's a really big stone dragon you have to get to face Baal the Dread. This really reminds me of that area. Looks very dope. Another insanely huge area. That's the side, and this is the big city, right? This boss is literally... I don't know if you saw that, but that boss literally just hacker him. But overall, it looks very nice. By the way, new character number 1. Oh. New character number 1. And at the end they tease a lot more than one character, but this is new character number 1. Who's gonna come out, I don't know, somewhere. And I believe they teased another here. I'm pretty sure. They teased Lupa as well. But there was another character, right? The story is also gonna revolve around this guy again. And then they talked about some rewards. It's just the main quest. Nothing too important here. I believe in this chapter you get the... Yes. So if you complete this, you probably get the last 2 of these. The Arrow Rover, Eidolons, Constellations, whatever you want to call it. Which is nice. Some more asteroids. Again, I don't know. They didn't specify that how many we're gonna get. So I'm gonna wait on some calculations from somebody somewhere for that. Cartethyia, of course. Lupa. Looks really nice. I'm not gonna go over it too much, especially the Cartethyia gameplay. I mean, you've already seen it, I guess. So let me go over her weapon. That is kind of, or not her weapon, but her ascension materials. Where are they? Yeah. So just know that you can't pre-farm her ascension materials, because the unfading glory is because it's probably that Hackerim boss. So don't pre-farm. You can pre-farm Fleur de Lis because her skill upgrade materials are the Fleur de Lis weekly boss materials. So that's good to know. And the same goes for Lupa. Hold up. Yeah. You can farm the Hecate boss for the skills, and you can't upgrade or can't pre-farm the upgrade materials. So for the people who want to see it, Lupa looks really cool, especially your gameplay. I can just show it really quickly. I'm gonna play it out for you guys. If you're not interested in this, you can skip to... I'll tell you where to skip to. I'll make not guides, but pinpoints of things you want to watch and whatnot. But this looks very nice. She kind of also has like that heavy attack that Chun-Li has as well, where if you do enough, I believe enough ease or something, you get the enhanced heavy. The ult looks also very, very nice. Not on the level of Cartethyia, but still very nice. Yeah, so she can actually remove stun and stagger, which can be useful in some cases. So that's so far for Lupa. Her weapon, by the way. This is probably the most beautiful weapon I've seen so far in Wua. And when I saw this, I immediately thought of Malekith. I don't know if you've played Elden Ring again, but Malekith the Black Blade, it kind of course, it's a lot thicker, that weapon, but this looks exactly the same. Especially the material that's used. It looks very, very cool. Especially here, you can see... God damn, bro. It's a broad blade, of course. Yeah, so the first code, I'm going to be pinning them down in the comments as well. But the first code is going to be Shadow of Glory. Going to give you some nice rewards. It's decent. Here they went even more over the areas. These areas are all the same. You've already seen them. These two are new. This part, I believe you have already seen this as well. I'm pretty sure. But then this area, in 2 seconds, come on. Like, tell me this doesn't look amazing. God damn, bro. It kind of looks like, I mean, this is the moon, right? The moon is very huge. I don't know how, you know, truthful this is. The moon seems like it's like 2 meters away from this planet, but yeah, it looks very nice. I also hope that it looks good in daylight as well, but at nighttime, it looks very nice. Yeah, here they went over the areas, I believe. Yeah, they went over the areas. This looks very nice, guys. Of course, the areas aren't everything, but they do make the game, right? Anything else that's important? Yeah, some exploration, not really that important. You're gonna find it out when you're playing the game. Some new echoes, which look nice. I think the bosses are more important. Yeah, so this is the part where I'm like, I also said it when I was watching the live stream live, is don't you guys think that this is a bit, how do you say that, a bit boring or a bit lackluster of them to just use the same moveset? By the way, okay, hold up. This guy, the Lioness of Glory, has some new movesets, which is nice, right? That's cool. Like this boss, very cool. New movesets, fun to learn, really nice. But, okay, 2 seconds, yeah. But this boss, on the other hand, this one, we literally have the same boss already in game. I forgot the name, but you know what I'm talking about, with the light and everything. And they just made him blue. The movesets are exactly the same. Okay, not exactly the same. No, they are exactly the same, by the way. Like, these are the same movesets he uses. So I think that's a bit boring and not really that fun to play. So to call it a new boss, I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest. I don't think it's a very good look. Yeah, so this is actually pretty important. And I want to go over this. So we're going to get new echo sets in 2.4. And I was pre-farming because I thought that this set was going to be good on Cartethyia. But now I see that she's literally getting her own set, right? And this boosts a Resonator's crit rate and arrow damage bonus when attacking enemies affected by arrow erosion. So it's made for Cartethyia. So if you are pre-farming for her, watch out. It might not be worth it, because she's going to get her own set in 2.4. Same goes for Lupa as well. She's going to get her own set as well. The Flaming Claw provides an additional bonus to Resonant Liberation damage. So you want to watch out for that. She's probably going to scale with Resonant Liberation. So if you are pre-farming in the first version of 2.4 for Lupa, you want to look for substats with crit rate, crit damage, Resonant Liberation damage, of course. So an energy regen probably, attack percent, you know what it is. So look out for that as well. Then we have the second code, which is Flames of Heart, which is also very nice. Gives some decent decent rewards as well. Yeah, here they go over who's like in the banner. Kinda ass. Baiji is nice. Alto, I like him, but not really that good of a character. Weapon looks again fucking dope. Actually, on Lupa's banner, you actually have... Bro, I'm so bad with these names. Tauchi. I forgot her name. Okay, well, I'm so bad with Wuha names, by the way. But yeah, she's OP. That's just the thing that I wanted to say. She's really strong. My god. And we're gonna get the outfits, right? For Chun-Li and for Carlotta. I'm not gonna buy them, but because I don't have Chun-Li and I don't think the Carlotta is that is insane in game. But if you have Chun-Li, might be worth it. We're also gonna get a upgrade to the wings, which is nice. Oh, Sanwa. Thank you. Someone in chat is saying it. Sanwa was the guy on banner with Lupa. But we're gonna get a upgrade to the wings. You can buy that. Would be nice if it was free, but I think it's fine. It's not even that big of an upgrade, to be honest. Did they show anything else? Yeah, so these are the new wings. Looks okay. Looks nice. Okay, let's talk about the events for a minute. So the first event gives very nice rewards. We're gonna get more wings, more asteroids, and more of these. I forgot their name, but you know what I'm talking about. They are the main stat changers, which is very, very nice. I think those are very, very good. And a new skin for Echoes. That's cool. Yeah, so let's talk about this event. It is kind of like a card event, which you might know. A lot of people don't like these type of events. And it's kind of like a turn-based game in Wuha, which I think is fine, but I don't think that they can make this very interesting or very engaging. I'm not gonna judge it based on what I see right now, but my expectations aren't that high for the event itself. I just hope it's okay to play through and not really boring. So here we get even another event with even more asteroids. Would have been nice if this was limited pools, standard pools, don't really care, it's fine. And these two rewards are also very nice. Echo materials, especially since I play Wuha a lot now. These things are so hard to get, it's insane. But especially the asteroids are nice. It's a new permanent challenge gameplay. They're gonna go over what this entails. But you have to conquer some banners. And if you conquer that banner by defeating enemies, you're gonna get buffs and you're also gonna get rewards, right? So, and they also added into this banner system, they added something where if you parry or you do certain things, you get another buff on top of what you already have from your other teammates. These events it's just exploring events, nothing major, but a lot of asteroids probably. Don't know how much, but This event is going back. It's fine. It's easy to do. Nothing major, nothing new. Yeah, so tactical hologram Kelpie. Again. Like, I'm not the only one that sees this, right? It is literally the Tempest Mephis. But then instead of one, it's 3 of them. And then it's packed into a blue skin. But they have the same moveset. I don't know, man. I don't like that. I like characters with different movesets, so you have to learn different things. Maybe that's just me, though. This is coming back, the Virtual Crisis Frontier Trials. I was a really big fan of this when it first came out. I really liked it. I liked that it didn't have a timer. And if you are good enough, you can beat it. But you don't have to rush and quick swap and that sort of thing. I really like that. You can even do solo challenges, which is very nice. Yeah, so this, you can even fight multiple bosses at a time. I think this game mode is very, very good. Is there anything else that's important? Yeah, some quality of life with like colors of the world. Nice, very cool. Some minor optimizations. I'm not gonna go over them too much. Yeah. So the Radiant Tides, 10 more, definitely nice. It's just that I think the rewards are kind of lackluster. It depends on how much asteroids are gonna give us. But looking at previous patches, I think having only 10 limited pools, we're not getting any limited pools, I believe, from events. Only these 10. And then asteroids, I think that's kind of low. Maybe I'm crazy here, but I think that's kind of low. Then they talked about some other things. Another code. I'm going to pin them down, right? But just to go over it. And here they went over the story. I'm not going to go over it. The last thing that I want to go over is this part right here. Because they actually, I think this is the biggest nice thing they did. Is they previewed a shit ton of characters. So, literally, it's a work in progress, right? This is the first character that you saw, that was earlier in the video. I'm gonna pull her. Don't care what anybody says, I want her. Broad blade, insane. This character looks nice. Probably gonna skip her. Don't know yet. She looks very water type, I don't know. Then Prolova. I mean, her gameplay was already leaked, but it's nice. We're gonna get her probably in 2.5. Then another character. A male character. Unbelievable, guys. We won in life. No, he looks very nice. Probably not another like general. And then we have this. This kind of looks like a assassin type character. Which is very, very cool. And then we have one more, I believe. Yeah. This character also kinda looks like, I don't know, probably what element she's gonna be. I think wind, maybe? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Yes. Okay, I can't find it. But they teased Scar in the trailer, or somewhere in here they teased that Scar is going to be back into the game, or into the story again. So I don't know how he broke free from prison, but yeah, it is very, very nice. So yeah, I think that's probably it for like the overall live stream. What do I think of the live stream? I thought, okay, let me break it down. The area looks amazing, right? The area looks very nice. Nothing to point on that. The bosses, some, at least the new bosses, some were nice. Some are very boring and just another like the same boss with a different skin, which I think is very bad. Then we have the new characters. Very nice, look very cool. Also, very cool that they teased the new characters instead of having leakers do it for them. I think that looks very cool. And then for the biggest thing, the rewards. I feel like they are lackluster. Yeah, I do. I do. Of course, I don't know how much asteroid we're gonna get, but I don't think it's gonna be that much, right? So, and we only get 10 limited pools, which I think is very low for an update. Maybe that's just me though. Okay, so overall, I think this update is probably somewhere around an 8, 8.5, somewhere around that, because the rewards aren't that good, so as far as I know, right? But I feel like the area looks great. The bosses, half of them look great. Some are pretty boring in terms of the attacks they do. So that's -0.5 for me, and then -1 for the rewards. But overall, the area looks great. The new characters, beautiful. They teased a lot of new characters, which I think is a big plus for the update. And anything else? Yeah, that's basically it. I think the update looks cool. And yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see in-game on the events if they're cool or not. Don't know yet. But yeah, I think it's a pretty good update overall. So let me know your thoughts on the WUA 2.4 live stream, what you thought of it. I think it's more like an 8, to be honest. 8, 8.5, but more so like an 8. Yeah. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.